Alright, I'm back. Down, down. This controller ready. Hey, everybody. Oh, hold on a second. I might have to done that prematurely. Give me just a sec. I'm still here, by the way. Okay, never mind. Alright. I had to check on, you know, I don't want to out people, so I covered my chat log with my, my webcam for a reason. So I was checking contacts, see if people were available. But no, I guess not right now. So let's just queue up right now. 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Well, if it's like yesterday... Actually, you should have seen, when I queued up to redo this morning on the alternate, version of this character, the alternate Leon, we should call him, the queue time said more than 30 minutes, and I was like, I'm dead. This is gonna take too long. And then it literally popped in less than a minute, so... Sometimes the average is misleading. Not most of the time it's not, though. Most of the time it's actually, correct. But there are outliers, as always, when it comes to statistics, right? Anyway, while we wait, though... Going shapeless this time. Sometimes, even if it's not for cutscenes, sometimes I just feel like... Sometimes I get tired of the sunglasses, so I just take them off. Well, assuming the queue doesn't pop literally the moment I do this, or even 2 seconds later. Back to the playlist from before. If our luck is like yesterday, it's gonna pop right now. Before the song gets to the fucking hook. Watch. Pause, champ. Nope. Game made a liar out of me. Oh well. Just as well. We finally get to listen to a good chunk of this song. It's a good one. Here, I should go ultimate tryhard edgelord badass over here. Wannabe. The keyword being wannabe. Where is it? The Walming. Hey, hold on. Let me see if I can get it so that the gunblade doesn't clip. There we go. There we go. Now that's ultimate tryhard edgelordness right there. For anyone curious about the song I'm playing right now, it's Wily Stage number 1 for Mega Man 7 for the Super Nintendo. I'm watching the audio on my mic, and even with the noise suppressor, I think I'll have to check my stream later, or I could right now, but I'm kind of lazy. But it looks like a lot of the music is actually echoing through the through my microphone, so you guys might be hearing an echo. So I might just either lower the volume on my mic or mute myself if it's that bad. Let's see. Let's see. Doesn't sound like there's an echo going through. I mean, right there you might have heard it for like a brief second, but that's because I opened my stream on my phone. But no, good. We got 2 tanks, we got 3 healers, we got 5 DPSs. Wanted to unmute my TV just in case the cue pops and my controller turns off, because then I won't hear it. Actually, I can test the audio right now. Never mind. Unless not the same sound. Whatever. I think it's high enough. I'll hear it. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, Crimson. I don't know if you're... Let me just reply here, because... That's the name I told you guys about. Mother Fluffer. Oh, you can't invite from here. That's weird. Oh shit! One sec. I must have done it subconsciously this time. Without even thinking, I'm just getting used to doing that. Alright, I'll do that. Never mind. Well, if we're going in as 2 tanks, it should hopefully be a little bit of a faster queue, right? Oh wait, you're going as healer. Did you mean to change job classes, or...? Well, the average wait time went down. Also, let me check my chat log settings real quick. Alright, yeah, we're good. Back to meditating, I guess. Actually, I think, like I said last time, I'd rather take the time to not sit in my chair so I don't get tired of sitting in it before the next break. Where is it? Let me just change this to... Oh, never mind. Every time I get the idea to do that, right? Okay, and change that back. There's the game audio back. Alright, I guess in we go then. The Readerana Lighthouse. The Clockwork City of Gouge. Or Gouge, however you say it. Again, it's where Mustadio and his dad lived and had their little workshop. Where we did all those side quests. Well, that long chain of side quests that starts there, where you make you rebuild that robot, and then that leads to unlocking, it becomes an optional secret party member. And it leads to unlocking a bunch of other optional party members that eventually culminates in unlocking Cloud as a party member from FF7. Somebody says, seeing this place a lot lately. We will discover Beganon here within the lighthouse. I am certain of it. Did Beganon the Duma give life to that? No, did Beganon the Duma give life to that creature? This? Hey, there it is! It's Famfrit! That was the name! Famfrit the Darkening Cloud. Famfrit the Darkening Cloud says, long has it been since I last gazed upon the open sky and the vermin who scurry beneath her. This guy's like, I've been seeing this place a lot lately, I'm befuddled. Not displeased, but befuddled. The party member was saying that. Maybe less people are lowering their item level now. From Brian are we born, unto Brian shall we return. His ultimate attack was flooding the whole place, so... let the crashing waves cleanse you of your sins. Like that. And that's their stand-in for Leviathan. Holy shit! God damn, the music is good. With this vessel shall your doom be met. Nothing. O darkest of vessels, you are my sword, you are my rain! What's he gonna do? Oh, Jesus. O darkest of vessels, you are my bow, you are my rain. Did he mean bow as like a bow and arrow, or...? That has to be it, yeah. Behold, as water's most foul spill forth to defile the land. In darkness will you know true fear. Doritos! You're supposed to stack together and get those, right? Like so. Different kind of stack marker. To prevent the status effect, I think, right? Rather than... oh my god! The crashing waves cleanse you of your sins. You already said that before. I did not see where everybody went, because I turned to look for 1 second at Streamlabs OBS, and I didn't even realize I had a Dorito in my head. Fuck! Alright, focus on the damn fight. Tide Pod. So many YouTube videos, bro. With this threshold shall your doom be met. Again. Everyone use your limit breaks. Send them straight to fucking Broadway. O darkest of vessels, you are my sword. The night beckons once more. The enemy's gone. Rick, the seal on the gate is lifted. We can now venture further up the lighthouse. What the hell is this? Ancient engraving. Oh, I'll have to read that later, I guess. Still, that saves it in the chat log. Pattern. It is unmistakably. No. Cannot be. What is it, buddy? Good, it saved it in the log, yeah. I'll still come back, though, when there's lore to be read like that. The city remains functional after all these centuries. Let us access the teleportation nodes. I mean, it almost looks pristine. The layout, though, does look like the Pharos at Reed-Rana. There's the upward central waterfall from FF12, though. It does look more like that. The city's defenses also seem operational. Destroy them if you must. With pleasure. Oh, thank God, this is a much faster climb. Remember, climbing up in FF12 took like fucking 4 hours, I think. Can't see shit. Oh shit! Bar moves. They have a different name, but I remember these guys. The heads. You guys remember that gimmick where we had to kill the green ones only or the red ones only to make bridges across the... to make bridges across platforms in order to continue going up the lighthouse? Those were dark days. Like seriously, for a final dungeon, that one was just hell. That's FF12's final dungeon, which is this. It's hell. I want to do it again, ever. Yeah, there we go, like that. Nice reference to that, right? Constructed the bridge, just like in FF12, there we go. A lot of their Easter eggs, but God, it conjures bad memories. The heat is almost unbearable. Could this be the heart of the lighthouse's beacon? Bellius the Gigas! Children of war, I am Bellius. Come! Warm your hands at my fire. No thanks, bro. Didn't get on time. Forget, you're supposed to stand on the slow clock first, but then you're supposed to fuck off. Just got roasted. Made into a chicken again. I was like, why am I slow? That's because, yeah, I've been slow. A little late for that one. The Hand of Time. Oh right, this janky ass mechanic. I usually let other people take care of it because I feel I'll fuck it up. Okay, yeah, I think they're good. Can anyone see shit through this? This is why people turn skill effects off. For other party members. Made me look when, Crimson. I don't know when you wrote that. Dude, I wish Streamlabs OBS had like timestamps for when people say something in chat, because I can't tell when... Yeah. Now things are about to start getting interesting. I see, chase them away. What about this one though? Same thing? Take him to the corner? I'm guessing. Good enough. As long as none of them are facing the center where we are. That your wrath might eclipse mine. Yeah, take that, prick. Are you not yet ash and bone? All hands point to death. Step into the inferno and into my hellfire. Bunch of shit I didn't read out loud like I usually do, because I kind of just got zoned out in the actual fight. The architecture here is similar to that of the lighthouse, yet something feels off. The air is so thin. Multiples of 3? 3, 6, 9, 12. Multiples of 4? 4, 8, 12. Concept so simple a child, let alone the architect of the city's defense network, could grasp. Or so one would think. I believe you've succeeded in clearing another path. More lore to come back and read, I guess. I'm guessing somebody pulled that switch and made a new path upwards. Yeah, this looks different from the rest of Aedirana for sure. Now it looks a little bit more like the Clockwork City. Those golems. I believe I know now where we are. I now know where we are. Oh yeah, where's that? I'm gonna watch the map to see where my party goes. They're debating math right now in the chat, in the Alliance chat. Thanks, Crimson. Also, I'm guessing you're the one who marked the little piece of lore at the beginning? I'm guessing that's what you mean by major look, right? Which stinks, because I don't think I would have known that was there if you hadn't pointed it out. Right. Without a hitch. Well, they kept the theme music intact, that's for sure. Reader on, at least. Now what's this one? If you did this again, Crimson, thank you. A wise arithmetician once said that the primes are the most lonesome of numbers. To that I say bollocks. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31. And on to eternity. There are enough digits here to start a fellowship. The era's final line of defense is upon us. We must proceed with the utmost caution. Good thing that stays in the chat log. I'm gonna reference that. Construct 7! It's the robot that Ramza helps Mustadio and his father rebuild. The first secret character for tactics. There he is! Warning! Warning! Entry prohibited. Destroy. Accelerate. Intruder alert. Readying variable weapon systems. What's he gonna do? Initiating subject dismissal. Oh, I mean, if everyone's going... I was like, which way do I run if everybody's going in both directions, you know? I'm gonna kill everyone. Dispose. I didn't see where the fuck I was standing, but somehow I dodged him. Anomalous intelligence level detected, re-education authorized. Booting's basic computation protocol. Basic computation protocol loaded, initiating lesson. He's taking us to school! Subtract. Command, align current vitals with specified multiples. 6. Calibrate vitals to multiples of 4. 9... 8. Anything else? Multiples of 5. That was 6 plus 4 is 10. Well, oh my god, half our alliance is dead. Inaccuracy will be punished. Oh, I thought they were. They were just on low health. We all were. Jesus fucking Christ. Re-education failed. Subject dismissal approved. Booting Tartarian Protocol. Tartarian Protocol loaded. Initiating processing sequence countdown. Whoa! Processing sequence initiated. The hell did he take us? I just got confused about what everybody just did. Stand far apart from your polar opposite, I'm guessing. Couldn't see. He's dancing! Subject dismissal failed! Subject... I can't even catch that. Research staff evacuate the shelters immediately? He did a tank buster on that poor samurai. Something, I don't even know. Now he's repeating himself. No, here comes the computation again. Make me laugh. Oh shit. Increasing difficulty. Better get that thing up. The primes? I think it was... Oh, the chat log moved it. 7... There we go. Thought I found one. Anything else? Multiples of 4. There. Anything else? Inaccuracy will be punished. Apparently. System damage 95%. Entering safe mode. System offline. Huh. Glad we proved we can do math. In my chat log, the prime number list that I had saved on there from that thing I read almost got flushed out by emotes. I had to scroll up just to see it. I was like, 7's a prime number, go there! And barely made it on there on time.
Long have I waited for this moment, Garlean swine. Come! The blood of my fallen brothers feeds my hate!
Sad we didn't get to see him bring out his chainsaw blade. Or circular saw polearm, I guess. Holy shit! Well, we're gonna be here for 4 hours then. Yasman has 500,000 HP, right? Yeah, we'll be here for 4 hours. Now, luckily he has a lot less HP in this game. We won't be here for 4 hours. Also, it only took 4 hours in the original FF12. Thankfully, the remaster we played, the Zodiac, whatever, the Zodiac Age, you can actually break the damage cap and it doesn't take so long. We did it in, like, what, an hour and a half, I think? Yes, man, I mean? Don't worry, this won't take an hour and a half.
The Empire is a cancer! And I am my father's blade!
At least he, you know, voices his own lines. Why is my entire party dead? Shit. Walk back into the AoE? Oh, okay.
You are suffering isn't yet over.
Damn! Walked out of those AoEs just to get hit by that one. A trade-off. Not sure if it was the best one, but I'm alive.
You are suffering isn't over.
This battle's fucking intense, holy shit. Christ! Getting insane. Might have blown my load too soon on that one. Break was that one attack that did a lot of damage to one person, right? Like a tank buster? I mean an FF12, that's why. I'll stay on the ground. Whew! Jesus Christ! Kicked him in the nuts for good measure. That was an accident, but whatever. Oh, shit, dude. Woo!
Escaped me in this life, but I shall be waiting in the next.
Okay. Well, I'll see you there. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so yeah, the battle was not as long as it was in FF12, but it was no less intense, that's for sure. Whew, shit. Shaking. Arena around a lighthouse complete. Whew. Phew. Well, I guess that's it. Go back and see the lore we missed. Oh god, this music's gonna keep playing. You know what I liked about the end of the first Alliance raid? I don't know if you guys noticed it, because I did stick around for a little while. Didn't know you had anything from this Alliance? Oh, like, you didn't know that you didn't have, the, like, minions and the orchestrion rolls and everything? No? Also, hey, Crimson, now that you're watching, I was gonna say, is this what you meant when you said made you look earlier? Did you mark this? Or was it somebody else? Oh, okay. Let's see what it says. Also, hold on. The victory music is great and all, but we're gonna travel through this whole level again just to read the lore we missed. It's gonna get annoying. Lo, Seeker and Days Unborn, Godblade Bearer. Know you, this tower challenges the sky. Where the Watcher, the Ward of the Three, waits. Soul hungry, unsated. Okay. I'm guessing that's a premonition or something for the first boss, maybe? In the raid, right? Stands to reason. I would assume so, anyway. You get to hear the ambient sound effects now. And we can appreciate the scenery a little bit. This is a much more beautiful rendition of the Read Around the Lighthouse in FF12. Granted, yeah, there's better graphics. That was a PS2 game. This is now a PS3, PS4. Soon to be PS4, PS5 level of graphics when they, you know, beyond 7.0, I guess, right? That's when they said the graphic updates are coming. That's a lot of work, though. I can see why they're saving that for after 7.0, because, oof. They have a lot of environments now, you know? This game's gotten fat. It's gotten pretty big. But see, I like that when we killed the little, whatever, the brain pans type enemies, they built a bridge here. It just appeared just like in FF12. That was really cool. I like that a lot. I swear there was another scrap of paper or something before this. Maybe not. I don't know, it all went by so fast. It's a little difficult to, Maybe the rest of the lore is what we already read with the prime numbers and all that stuff? The hints for the, Construct 7? I think it was. Yeah, we saw this already. Multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. Multiples of 4, 4, 8, 12. A concept so simple a child, let alone the architect of the city's defense network, can grasp it? Or so one would think. Well, it's one thing to grasp it when you're sitting in an academic setting or at home. In an academic setting, excuse me, or at home, just kind of pondering it, doing whatever. But when you're in the heat of a battle that's that intense, you can't be expected to, you know, be like a fucking math wizard. But I pulled it off somehow. I nailed all of them. Passed the math tests twice that Construct 7 put for us. Does the number of people that pass that, I don't know if you're still watching Crim, but does the number of people that pass that test, like, so look, your mark is still here. Does that determine how much HP we lose at the end? Because it always, or is that just because our HP goes back to normal after being at a single digit, that our life bars look like they're empty at the end of that? I'm not really sure. I'm guessing it says that though, right? Because our max HP goes back to normal, but our HP values are still like 6 or something. A wise arithmetician once said the primes were the most lonesome of numbers. To that I say bollocks. That's just a shit ton of them. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, and on to eternity. There are enough digits here to start a fellowship. Right. So I had 6 HP by default when you did that. So I must have been standing in a panel that added 1 to my HP values and gave me... He's still here! Oh, that's right, he didn't die. He just went into safety mode or whatever. Or safe mode. He rebooted up Windows in safe mode. Look at me. Waiting for command. Again, you wouldn't think he was this big. It could be one of those things like I said last time when we did Shisui of the Violet Tides or whatever. You know, it could be one of those things where like they just upscaled him for the sake of making him a boss in this game. Maybe he is meant to just be the size of a regular human, like he looks as a sprite in Final Fantasy Tactics, but maybe not. Maybe it was always implied he was that big, like the Archaeo demons, who also look really big. But not as big as him, but they are bigger than us. Alright, that's it. So the lore was really just that one thing at the beginning, and the other 2 pieces of lore, if you want to call it that, were really just hints for Construct 7's fight. The multiples of 4 and whatever the other one was, as well as the prime numbers. Now, I've said this on stream before, folks. I'm not good at doing arithmetic fast and in my head. But somehow I managed to pull it off this time around. The next time you see him, he's fucking hell on earth. This better not be another spoiler. I didn't realize we see him again. Do we? Am I forgetting something? The construct, I mean. Construct 7. I can't remember. Does he appear in the next raid? I don't know. No! Jesus Christ. See, that distracted me enough to make me almost forget to do that. There we go. Jesus Christ, we're gonna have a silent fucking cutscene. I've seen him as a mount from... Yeah, that was a mount. Why does that make him hell on earth? Oof. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad I was able to pull off the quick math there. It was mostly me just going, where's the multiple... Where's, you know, anything that's a multiple of 4 when he did that. And just passing all the panels till I found it. I was like, there! So you could say I also partially flipped it, but... Because see, what you're supposed to do there is look at the number of orbs over each little panel, and that will be added to your HP total. So, you could just stand back, look, and be like, okay, how much do I need to add to this number? But you could also just run past them like I did till you see your HP land on one of the multiples. But you still have to know your multiples. Otherwise you're fucked. You still have to know. Prior knowledge is still necessary there. But of course it's just basic math, right? Pepe laugh. Leon's face just even a little shit. Also probably showing a little bit of compassion for Bagamon. He was like us, he was against the Empire. We didn't have to be, you know, enemies. Kinda sad we ended up, that things turned out the way they did. Didn't have to be that way. Mother's necklace. But what is it doing here? Unless... Oh, shit! Look at Mom like, shh, shh, freaking the fuck out. I gotta hand it to the little guy though, he's actually pretty brave. You know, he actually came with us all the way to the end. I doubt he did any of the fighting, but he could have just stayed on the Prima Vista, but he came with us. See? He's growing. He's becoming a brave little Moogle. One day he'll lead Clan Centurio. You know? Check the volume levels. Okay. Alma? Alma, are you there? I'm here, Ramza. Extraordinary. The stones are different, but the craftsmanship is identical. However did it come to be in Baganman's possession? Though they are indeed of a different shape, the stones appear to be cut from the same crystal. Oh, they are. Arasite. Arasite? And what makes you say that? Can't you feel it? You can feel it, can't you, Hardy? Sorry, we couldn't say Baganman, buddy. Do you recall me telling you that Baganman considered the necklace special? It was special because it was entrusted to him by Prince Rassler. He was to return it to Princess Ashelia upon delivering Her Highness from Malbina Fortress. A family keepsake. Of course! And each necklace, each Arasite, has acted as a lodestone, drawing both of our parties closer and closer to Evilise. Indeed, Father. The Arasite guides us. Ramza! Are you recovered? Thank you, sister. I am well now. Wow, for once he's not being a prick. From what we know of the Duma and the Otius, vestiges of one's will may endure in an Arasite. Could it be then that the desire of the former owner, or creator, of these necklaces was simply to return to Evilise? But who could that have been? Ramza Beowulf. He wanted people to return to his homeland and uncover the truth behind the kingdom's founding. But then why show us Lasalia and Gaub, you ask? Simple. We are being tested. The Arasite is measuring our worth, seeing if we are deserving of that truth. You say these things as if you knew them. But how could you? Nothing we have uncovered suggests anything of the kind. I know you have your doubts, but I can assure you they are misplaced. For now, I must ask you to trust me, Lady Mirella. Lady Mirella? Since when did you... Right? See, she's noticing it now too. He's not acting like a total prick like before. It's like a total personality change. Ramza, are you feeling quite yourself? Or have you just been like possessed by the previous Ramza or some shit like that? Because you're acting more like him now. Of course I am, sister dearest. I have never felt better. Even this guy's like, I sense a disturbance in the ether. He should have just said it. I sense a disturbance in the force. Yeah, Leon noticed it now too. Father, these necklaces are gifts. Gifts from the old gods who once watched over the Evilisians. It is proof we have their blessing. With the necklaces and the Odious, we can finally prove... Oh. Watch it! Thank you, Leon. I know not what came over me. Ramza, you must rest. Leave me be, Alma. Did I not tell you I'll be fine? Another adventure under our belts, eh, Leon? I'd best put pen to page before the details fade. Thessalia. And now Gal. One would think our discovery is more than sufficient to prove the Lexingtale's claims, at least with regard to Evilis's existence. But something tells me that until Genomus has proof that his ancestors were not the heretics the Church painted them to be, he will not rest. And then there's the curious case of Ramza. At Alma's throat one moment, all Sister Dearest the next. He was like a different person when he came to, yet I seem to be alone in wondering exactly what happened to him back at the lighthouse. If you ask this lady, he must have taken quite some bump to the head when he fell. Oh yeah, he addressed you as Lady Mirala. M'lady? Then again, it didn't take him long to turn back into his spiteful little self, so... All's well that ends well? Yeah. Sure. Let's go with that. Right. Anyway, now I can put this back on. So what's next, Lena? The path of most resistance. The worried look on Lena Mirala's face suggests she bears grave tidings. Or not. Greetings and salutations, Leon. I suppose you are wondering whether or not the good Genobus has finally determined where in the world our next adventure is to take us. The good news is he has. The bad news, however? Now, while it is not in my nature to be sensationalist, sensationalism is in my job description, so please bear with me when I tell you not all is right aboard the airship Lexingtale. Something about Alma has me deeply worried. I would not trust this information in the hands of my publisher, let alone some sullen gate guard. Shall we continue our conversation on the Prima Vista away from inquisitive ears? That gate guard is kind of eavesdropping, isn't he? Just looking right over at us. I like that they wrote the dialogue with that in mind, that you're close enough for the NPC to be staring at you, because NPCs are programmed to look at your character if you're standing nearby. You know, curious about what the hell you're gonna say or do. So she's like, yeah, I don't want to discuss this in front of a gate guard. Anyway, I gotta go to the restroom though, so before we go, you know... Well, I'll get on the ship first, at least. It might play another cutscene, but... I don't have to go that badly. It'll be fine. But then I'm gonna AFK for a bit. To go to the restroom. Principal Genomus claims to have learned much from his continued study of the Durai papers. Still, he appears to be frustrated at lack of information crucial to solving the mystery. No shit. Shall I prepare the shuttle for you, my lord? Why yes, milady. I would very much like that. Sorry, something was on my mind. The question is then, where exactly did Ramza and his fellowship journey next? Ah, Leon. To what do we owe this unexpected visit? I had not planned on summoning you for another several turns of the sun. I apologize if we have caused you any worry. I suppose one cannot allow a reporter in their midst and not expect her to report what she sees. Though I did expect a tad more discretion from Miss Mirala. Alma has, as of late, been experiencing difficulties with her health. Pyrogens have been called upon to discern what exactly it is that ails her, but as far as they can tell, there is nothing physically wrong with my sister. The consensus is the rigors of an extended stay in a foreign land have taken their toll on her fragile heart. Leon, when did you... Shit! Alma! I'm fine, brother. It is obvious you are not. You must return to your chambers and rest. I'm hearing something through the controller speaker. With the Moogle? Forgive me. Perhaps we shall speak again once I regain my strength. Until then, please, look after my father. Okay. Now then, where were we? Ah yes, the matter of our next expedition. As we discovered during our most recent foray into the Ester Sands, the Damascan capital of Rabanastre appears to lie upon the ruins of what can only be the royal city of Lassalia, ancient capital of the lost kingdom of Ivalice. Shortly after, we stumbled across remnants of the legendary clockwork city of Gaug, cleverly repurposed into a lighthouse overlooking the Ritorana Cataract. Remnants which now sit suspended above the fathomless chasm. Lassalia, Gaug, what have they in common, you ask? I shall tell you. They both appear in my ancestors' account of the rise of Ivalice, the Durai papers. And with each new discovery, this forbidden chronicle is now proving Ivalician legend to be more fact than fairy tale. There is no denying the proof, and it is but a matter of time before scholars and historians from across the realm come to the same conclusions. But as you all are aware, my aim has never been to simply prove the existence of Ivalice. No, I shall not rest till I have revealed the truth of young Ramza's role in King Delita's ascension and cleared my ancestor Oran Durai of the false accusations made against him by the Church. I want to enthusiastically say after that, then what are we waiting for? But, you know. I am also worried about Alma. So it's like, what about her, man? What about your daughter? Kugane's Kyrugians would have us believe she is in no immediate danger, as her illness is not one of the body but of the mind. To borrow their words, her spirit is in a state of unbalance and merely requires time to right itself. I see what you mean. That was the one thing that wasn't wrong with me was my near-death experience in the hospital. My body was fucked up, but it was like a dissonance, you know? It's like, for her it's like the opposite. Her body's fine, but her mind is not. For me, it was like my body was not okay, but my mind was not. So weird. Like, again, even the hospital staff were like, this guy is surprisingly calm. It's like his heart is racing at 200 beats per minute. He could die of a stroke at any moment, and yet he's just like... just chilling. My mentality was just like, I mean, what the fuck else am I gonna do? Just let the hospital staff do their work. It's just another day in my life, I guess. I don't know. Maybe because I already made peace with myself and a lot of other things, but that's a conversation for another time. Anyway, back to this. Alma will be fine as long as she remains in bed. The last thing she needs is any further excitement. Especially at the paws of these meddlesome mole bats. Them's fighting words, asshole. Though I must admit, both Montblanc and his brother have proven more useful than I would have ever dared to imagine. When it comes to usefulness, I am first in the field. Or was it furriest in the field? Would you like to feel my fur, Koopa? Okay. And you wonder why Ramza despises you so, brother. They do all the work and all you do is jest, Koopa! Ah, but you're mistaken, Herdy. I bear neither you nor your brother any ill will. Any further ill will, that is. If anything, I owe you my thanks for your recent contributions. This is a very different Ramza. She's like, this is not the same kid from before. His thanks? Are you hearing what I'm hearing? What happened to the venom-spitting adder we all used to know and hate? Alma certainly seems pleased with the change, but forgive me for not buying into this all-too-convenient transformation. You and me both. Something's off about this kid. Seems Mikoto overheard us. She's also wondering what the fuck's up. The simper. Simply showing the world that Ivalice actually existed will not validate the claims chronicled in the Durai papers. That is correct, Father. The key lies with Ron's Abailov. If we can find evidence of his hidden role in history, it will prove Oran's testimony true and safeguard our family name from ridicule. Which is why I turned the focus of my research to Delita's forgotten companion and his actions during the War of the Lions. It was only then that I discovered something most intriguing, an underlying struggle with an unknown force. A force with the power to bring about calamitous ruin. Arasite! The twisted abominations we encountered in both Lasali and Gaug, the Lusavi, they are born of these unholy crystals. While nobles of the north and south squabbled over Ivalice's crown, Ramza silently sought to rid the world of a darker evil. Evil manifest from the deepest desires of men and women whose minds had fallen prey to the Arasite. See, I was right. So the Arasite is a stand-in for the Zodiac Stones. It's good shit. And with each confrontation did Ramza's fellowship grow smaller. Countless companions lost to a cause that would go unwritten, yet was far more important than any clash of armies. And so did they endure until reaching their final destination, the Orban Monastery, which is where the game began too. Literally, it ends where it began trope. Oh, I know this one! The Orban Monastery is where Princess Ovelia was raised. There is a scene about it in the Zodiac Grave story. Nice. After Delita emerged victorious in his final campaign, he married the princess to legitimize his claim to the throne of Ivalice. And she did not like that one bit. It's like she liked him for a while, and even like kind of fell for him, but then she saw what kind of a backstabbing, conniving, murderous dude he was. And then that didn't end well. We all remember the post-credit scene with Delita and her. It did not end well at all. Ah, I see someone has been paying attention. But I don't understand. Why would Ramza's crusade against the Lusavi take him back there? According to the Durai papers, the sinister being who engendered... Yes, I read that right. Engendered the Arasite was said to have slumbered beneath the monastery. They're talking about Ultima now, aren't they? But who, or what, would have the means to create something so powerful? Ultima, the High Seraph. For once, yes, this Ultima. The title High Seraph was given to her FF12 iteration, where she looked very different and not so much booba, but yes. A seraph? Or... what's a seraph? Seraphs are believed by some to be servants of the gods, divine beings whose only purpose is to carry out the will of their immortal masters. As to whether or not Ultima can claim this title, however, I cannot say. Just as there were those who chose to worship Ultima and her otherworldly might, there were equally as many who feared the Visitor and her deadly magics, oft referring to her as the Angel of Blood, for the carnage left in her wake. See, I didn't scold Ultima or tell her to go away, because she actually made her appearance when she was supposed to this time. Unlike back during FF8, and whatever other game I was still using that fucking meme. Interesting. What if the spell Leon claims to have experienced in the Praetorium, coincidentally also called Ultima, was in fact an Allagan interpretation of the very magics introduced to Hydaelyn by the High Seraph? Wow, that actually might, yeah. But that would mean... what would that mean? They're connected somehow. I have spoken with several colleagues back in Charlian regarding their opinions on the ancient incantation, and while they yet have little to show for their research, they all agree on one thing. The manner in which Ultima ethereally manifests should not be possible. At least on Hydaelyn. Really? So it would naturally make sense if we discovered that the Allagans learned the spell from a being not of this dimensional plane. As to exactly how they convinced the being to impart that knowledge unto them. Not of this plane? What manner of creature are we talking about here? Wouldn't be the first time we deal with interdimensional beings, is it? Hey, Sid's back. Speaking of interdimensional beings. Yes, thank you, Sid. You took the words out of my mouth. Likely one similar to Omega. Yes. Remember, Ultima weapon was derived, reverse-engineered from Omega by the Alogans. That was actually their creation, Omega was not. And it had the power to cast Ultima, as they're saying right now. So it could be that they created Ultima based off Omega's design, and then they learned something about the High Seraph they're talking about now, Ultima, and used that knowledge to give the Ultima weapon the magic of Ultima that only La Habrea knew how to use. It's starting to come together now. How long have you been listening from the shadows, my friend? Seriously. Comes in at the perfect time. We know what you're doing, Sid. Long enough. I'm here to deliver the item Mikoto requested. Sid, there was no need for you to deliver it personally. A Moogle would have sufficed. A Moogle? And trust that he won't tear open the package and show it to some random adventurer? No, this was far too important. Is that what those bastards do with our letters? The delivery Moogles? If you two do not mind, the principal was about to tell us how to find the Orbon Monastery. Would that I could. You don't know? Then what have we been doing here? Conjecture. At ease, Lady Murilla. The Durai papers speak of a cataract situated on the river Zyrkel, if that's how you pronounce it, several leagues southeast of Ravenastor. There, supposedly, lies the monastery. Okay. Zyrkel is not a name you will find on any modern Dalmascan map. Rivers, however, especially ones as large as the Zyrkel is established to be, are rare in a nation more than half claimed by the sand. True. So it's easy to find them. The river we seek can only be that which bisects Golmor on the Nagshan border. These fucking names, man. And for that invaluable information, we owe thanks to our brothers Moogle. Their travels here made them veritable authorities on Dalmascan geography. Wait, but earlier you claimed you didn't know the monastery's whereabouts. I'm confused. This is not the same Ramza. Its location is not what concerns me, but perhaps the Moogles themselves should explain. Changing the subject? Deflecting? Why, certainly! That verdant valley of vines and vipers to where we must voyage next is home to the Viera. And therein lies a little problem. The one thing the Viera do not suffer is trespassers, not even lovable Moogles, Kupo. Really? Damn. You guys may be cute, but I guess Viera don't get swayed that easily then. Our Glamorous kept us hidden long enough to see the jungle was teeming with ruins much like those we've discovered in Lasalle and Gao, but the Viera trackers eventually found us and took us before their elders. We barely escaped with our palms, Kupo. So that is why we are still here talking instead of bound for the border. There are Viera who have spurned the strict code of their tribes, abandoning their people to come and live in the cities of Dalmasca. Finding and recruiting one to our cause might provide us with insight into how to reach the Orbon Monastery ruins. Unfortunately, the nation's current turmoil has not made it easy to accomplish this task. We still require more time. More filler quests for me, or what? Please tell me you're not about to do that to me. Before boarding the shuttle here, I was stopped by a Bang on the docks. He asked me if I knew a Leon Starcrest and bid I deliver him a message. I told him he was welcome to accompany me to the Prima Vista so that he might deliver that message himself, but the man refused. Okay. So you want me to go talk to him? Mikoto, I saw this device crafted to your exact specifications, but cannot guarantee that it will function as intended. Seeing as I had nary a subject to test it on. Of course, Master Sid. If any trouble is met, then most likely it is my design that is to blame. Your confidence in my craftsmanship is flattering, but you sell yourself too short, my dear. Here's to your success. Good day. See you later, Sid. Longer scene than I thought, but again, luckily I didn't have to go that badly. But now's a good time as any. Guess we gotta go help out Mikoto after this. Alright, I'll BRB real quick. It's not one of my usual breaks. It's, you know... Just gotta go to the restroom real quick.